What's going on, guys? I got a pretty cool video for today. We're doing a retro fantasy draft on NHL 2K10. I actually picked up a copy off eBay last week, like 20 bucks I think. A lot of people consider this to be the best NHL game ever made, so figured why not have some fun here with the fantasy draft. I'm already looking at the settings and I can see why. Like, there's some really cool things here. Like, right off the bat, you'll see that they actually have different period length based on whether or not you're playing or simming. So sim period length, the full 20 minutes, but if you're playing, it's shorter. Like, that's so cool. They also have a ticker in franchise that you can either have show what's going on in your franchise mode or what's actually going on in real life. You can even change the length of the season to be different games. Like, that's just so cool. Trade deadline, trade override, allows you to make any trade you want. I don't know about that one. Allow computer trades there. Injuries we'll have off. Fatigue, now that's an interesting one. We'll have that on, but injuries will be off. Fantasy draft, of course, is going to be on. So serpentine is another word for the snake draft, where, you know, if you pick last in the first round, you go first in the second. Customized league, you can obviously add your created teams. They have team budgets there for salary restrictions. This is something I wish NHL 22 would have, or maybe they will. We'll see, I guess. But it's so cool because I always want to take a team like Arizona and put like an artificial max salary cap on me that's, say, 10 million below the actual cap. And with this, you can actually do that, as well as, you know, regular salary cap or none. We're going to have normal salary cap there. So just all the different options here, just in a franchise. Awesome to see. Now, what team are we going to be? I don't know. I feel like, are the Atlanta Thrashers still a team back in 2010? They are still a team. There they are, number 8. So we're going to be the Atlanta Thrashers, but I want to have some fun here. We're going to take the first overall pick. I'm not sure if it's going to be Crosby or Ovechkin. Ovechkin's on the cover, but Crosby might be higher rated. So let's have some fun here. Also, guys, you're not going to hear any of the menu music. I had to turn it off, of course, for copyright reasons. So let's get started. Ovechkin, 97 overall. Crosby's a 96. And look at that. 13-year contract just signed, $9.5 million, and that actually just expired in real life. Luongo's a 96 goalie. That's like the highest rated goalie I've ever seen. Malkin, Crosby are both 96. Chara 96. The fact he's still in the NHL shows you he's worth it. Brodeur 95 at 37 years old. Pavel Datsyuk there. I guess we gotta take Ovechkin though. He's on the cover. Highest rated guy in the game, 97. Let's do it. Look at that old headshot there. Alex Ovechkin. Crosby, of course, does go second. Luongo third to the Islanders. He actually goes back to the team that drafted him. Char to the Bruins. How cool is that? Brodeur on the Ducks. Malkin there on the Flames. I just want to look at the top 10. Fleury. A lot of goalies going high. Datsyuk on the Senators. Wish he would have been on the Detroit. Lidstrom on the Avalanche. I mean, Datsyuk and Lidstrom obviously both beasts. Tim Thomas on the Panthers. Goalies are going crazy high here. So we'll just send to our next selection. Alright guys, we're in round number 2 now, and check this out. Brian Rafalski is there, 89, but so is Daniel and Henrik Sedin, both 88s. We have back-to-back picks, so I think that one was meant to be. We're going to go Daniel there with the first pick. I do notice the load time's a bit slower here on the 360, but I'll have to work with it. I mean, our first line is going to be Daniel Sedin, Henrik Sedin, Alex Ovechkin. That's nasty. Also, too, guys, I want to quickly show you the rest of the players got taken in the first round. Mike Green there, pick 11. That's probably coming off his like career year at 75 points or something. Rick Nash. Kovalchuk does go 14 there. Steve Mason when he was a god, 93. Marty Turco. Jerome McGinley went to the Red Wings. Joe Thornton on the Leafs, where, you know, he actually ended up last year. Mike Richards when he was still a talent. Zetterberg there. Parise just went with the Islanders. Jonathan Toews. Kiprusoff. Getzlav. J.S. Jaguar. Jeff Carter. Patty Kane there goes 28 to the Penguins. Niedermeyer, LeCavier. So it's so cool seeing some of these older names like that were stars, and even some of the guys say like, you know, Jonathan Toews, Parise, they're still hanging around in the league. So the next pick here, guys, I feel like we need a defenseman. I see that there's a lot of good forwards available. Brad Richards, David Krejci, who actually just retired. Goalies there, a lot of mid-85s, or sorry, that's skaters. Still though, yeah, a lot of mid-85 goalies, actually a ton. So don't think there's any reason to take a goalie right now. I feel like you either took one early, got one of those elite guys that were some of those highs, you know, 96, or you wait. Alex Edler there, Rob Blake, 39, Jovanovski, Ryan Suter's only 24, Bieksa, commentator now, Erhoff Letang's still there, 83. He's probably got potential. I'm not sure how that works in this game. Speed, potential 90, okay. So he does have good potential, but how fast is he going to grow? We're just going to do, of course, like a one-year sim, try and win the cup. Visnovsky was really good offensively. Let's see, speed 87, passing 85, I like that.
You like that?
Puck handling 85. Obviously, we're trying to score some points here. He's the same rating as Coburn. I'm going to go with Visnovsky here. Hopefully, he plays well. Honestly, I'll probably take another defenseman too with our next pick. And yeah, we're on the clock again, so this makes it easy. Just going to try and basically fill out our starting line here with Visnovsky. Do we go Zubov? Because Wisnowski, I think, was a one-way offense. Zubov could be like a one-way defense. Braden Coburn, though, 24, potentially 86. Not too bad. He's kind of a bit more... The fact he's, same age as Zubov, 14 years younger, I feel like we gotta go Braden Coburn there, who I actually think did play with the Thrashers for a bit, so that's kind of cool. Even in the 5th round here, guys, going through these names, like, tons of guys still in the NHL, no one really a star still, but a lot of these guys, I think, were early 20s. Obviously, between this game and now, they've kind of reached a peak in their careers and are already on the decline. I'm pretty surprised by this one. Patrice Bergeron was only an 83 in 2010. I feel like he should have been higher rated. We're back on the clock. I see Keith Tkachuk just got taken. Are you kidding me? That's how you know it's an old game. Matt Sundin. What a legend. I kind of want to take Sundin. We could use a goalie. Are all the 85 goalies gone? There's no way. Oh no, there's still so many. Yeah, so many left. I feel like we have to go for the legend here, Matt Sundin. He actually was on the Canucks for a bit with the Sedins, but I feel like they got to play with Ovi. And again, like, look at all these 85 goalies, even the 84s. Maybe goalie matters a lot. I don't know. I'm just going to look at the best player available here. And look who's the highest rated defenseman here, guys. Mike Commodore, 83 overall. I feel like we got to take him. He's always funny on the Spin Chicklets podcast. So we already have actually half our D-man. I might go with another one to get a really solid top 4. Todd Bertuzzi just got picked, 82 overall there. Owen Nolan, another legend. Dustin Byfuglien, even 82 overall. And is he listed as a forward? He's still a forward back in this game, right wing there, opposed to defense. Brendan Shanahan there, an 80 overall at this point. How old is he? He's 40 years old. President of the Leafs now. Like, it's honestly so fun playing these old games, just kind of seeing where all these guys ended up. Like I was saying, guys, I want to take another defenseman here to get a solid top 4. Looking through lots of 81s, and I see that Tobias Enstrom's available, another former Thrasher. I feel like we got to take him. Of course, we're back on the clock again here. I'm thinking probably just best player available, who I believe, Jared Stoll, probably be a really solid third-line center for us. Also, wanted to show you guys something quick here. Round 8 happened. I noticed Florida Panthers, where are they? Took Sergei Fedorov. I had no idea he was still in this game. Would have been awesome to take him. 82 overall, still at 39 years old. What do his stats look like? Still at 84 speed, 86 passing, 88 puck handling. What's his defensive stat? Does he have one? He's a two-way player. I don't really see it. Creative there, 85. Defensive awareness, 80. Same with offensive awareness. Like, so cool seeing some of these legends back in the game. I think it might be fun to make like a legends team in this game with all the 40-year-old guys who still haven't retired yet. Also, too, Leafs fans, Jeff Finger just got taken. Apologies, I had to bring up that one. Probably one of the worst signings in Leafs history, honestly. Goalies, so many 85s available. Like, are these guys all backups or were they low-end starters? I don't get how there's still so many good goalies there. Brooks Lyke, 26 here. Kyle Wellwood, he's a local guy. Doesn't show his birthplace, but he's from Windsor. He's also a Spitfire legend and played for the Canucks for a bit with the Sedins, so I feel like that's another one. We gotta take him. And of course, we're gonna go back-to-back here. I like our 4D. It looks like goalies we can wait. Brooks Lyke. Thomas Mechanic, 26 years old here. I feel like he would be a nice depth option. Saku Koivu as well. Michael Nylander, take William and Alex's dad, that'd be pretty cool. 25-year-old Dan Girardi. So many, 36-year-old Peter Forsberg. I don't think it's the right pick, but I kind of want Peter Forsberg on our team. Even if he's lower rated than a lot of those guys, I feel like, yeah, I can't pass up Peter Forsberg. I missed out on Sergei Fedorov. I'm going to take him, even though, like I said, probably not the right pick. And look at this, guys. I was checking out some of the players. Andrew Cogliano here has 96 speed at 22 years old. He's actually just as fast as Connor McDavid's going to be in NHL 22 this year. I was talking about Mike Commodore and Spin Chicklets. Right here you have a young Keith Yandel. Thought that was pretty cool. Basically, I'm looking at all these guys because as far as I can tell, you can't like sim to your next pick. It's either simulate full draft by pressing start, or you can press Y here and sim each pick. Saku Koivu just got taken. Michael Nylander just got taken. We're not going to get the dad there. Steve Ott, another local guy. So we are on the clock now. So far, I'm really liking my team. Goalies, a lot of 85s still available. I think we could go back-to-back goalies and get 2 85s. Mike Fisher would not be too bad. I feel like he's more of a legend off the ice than on the ice, to be honest. Mike Comrie as well be a pretty nice pick for that same reason. You know what, guys? Just for fun, we're going to take Mike Fisher and Mike Comrie here. We're going to have, I think, you know, the best fans in the league by doing that. So there we go. I think next pick, probably going to go back-to-back defensemen, and then maybe back-to-back goalies. And then I think at that point I'll have to fill out like the fourth line. Like, I can't believe this, guys. I keep checking goalies. There's still a bunch of 85s. So we'll take 2 defensemen here. Only 478s available. Eric Brewer, Trevor Daley, Kyle Quincy, Mark Giordano. Wow, okay, so I could go Daly Quincy, 2 guys who play for the Red Wings. Giordano, though, is the youngest. Eric Brewer there is a one-way, types defensive. Giordano's offensive. Okay, so I think we're going to take Giordano and Brewer here. Hopefully that's like a solid bottom D pair for us. And it's finally time to pick our starting goalie in round 16. Still a bunch of 85s. I'm thinking they have to be like backups in this game, and I guess starters are 90 plus. And you know what? I think we got to take Ray Emery here. Let's try and get him a cup. I feel like that's the right pick to make for sure. And looking at the other 85 goalies here, you know what? Let's go with his Senator teammate and Craig Anderson. I'm not sure if they actually ever played together on Ottawa, but both Senators goalies. I'm Stapleton there. Another Spin Chicklets legendary guest. Check this one out, guys. Somebody messed up here on Josh Bailey's game face. They actually put Ben Bishop. I don't know. I guess Bishop and Bailey, they're both, close last names. Alex Steen there was still only a 76 at 25. He definitely, got pretty good later on as well. And look at this, guys. The highest rated forward still available is Darren Helm with his 95 speed. Of course, plays whole career for the Red Wings until this season. And I think our next guy, honestly, I was looking at Brian Boyle just because gives us that size in the bottom 6. Not really a lot else there. So, yeah, we'll take Brian Boyle. He's only 24 at this point. And I guess we have one more pick to make. It'll be our last pick. And that'll be the team. I think the Sedin twins with Ovi on that first line should carry us. The goalies, I guess I'm a little worried because... Alright guys, with our last pick in the fantasy, there's probably some reason why, the 85s were left as long as they were. He's actually like a pretty decent young player. He actually might have even been involved in the Canucks trade for Luongo. I can't remember. I didn't realize I actually had to make one more pick, so I took Ben Bishop there. Looks like Josh Bailey. And it's now just simulating the rest of the draft. 46 rounds. That's insane. And you can't sim like to your pick each time, so that would take a while. Alright guys, next I'll show you the lines for this team. I'm pretty happy with them. The first line in particular, Ovi and the Sedin twins, they better go off. I actually noticed that it shows like the ranking for different aspects of each line. So offense, they're an A, defense C, toughness C-, but their purpose is to score. I don't know how that's not even an A+. Second line, Forsberg, Sundin, Wellwood, so pretty skilled line. Probably one of the better third lines in the league. Mike Fisher, Jared Stoll, Mike Comrie. Fourth line there, Matthias Boyle, Helm, I don't think it's too bad. Defensively, Shinofsky, Coburn, Commodore, Enstrom, Giordano, Brewer. Power play is basically just like the first line. I let it be whatever it was. In terms of goalies, of course, we got Ray Emery and Craig Anderson. I'm not sure where they are, but that is all right. I noticed too, there's like tons of things in this. You got practice, where you can actually practice with your franchise team. You couldn't do that before. What's really cool too, when you go to the menu here, they have Nhl.com with all your stats and standings, but they also have league history here. Go to that. You can look at past champions. Like, how cool is that? Penguins over Detroit, Detroit over Penguins, shows the MVP. Like, there's so many cool things in this game I really, really like. I can see why, so many people enjoyed it and considered it one of the better NHL games made. So we're going to start the simulation here, guys. We'll sim to the deadline and see how this team's doing. Look at this, guys. Beginning of the season, we already have a trade offer. Panthers want to give us Brian Rolston and Adam Hall for Ray Emery. I'm going to say no to that one, though. I feel like we need our 2 good goalies there. Even though they're both 85s, hopefully if the assistant coach or whatever plays the back of a ton, we're looking good. Joel Ward for Sean Matthias. Get a 1 overall upgrade. Playing fourth line anyway. I'm going to say yes to that, especially since Matthias is on the wing, so we don't really need him as a center. I'm going to accept that trade off from the Sharks. Usually I don't do that with the fantasy drafts, but this is a bit different. Also, guys, after the trade, at the bottom of the calendar here, I noticed our overall is 90, which I think is pretty good. The Senators are 86. It actually has your season series record with them. They're currently 1-0 against us. Our overall record's 2-6-1, which doesn't make a lot of sense. We're 90 overall. Looking at every single matchup here, every team looks to be like an 85, which makes sense. We just had a fantasy draft. We're the only team, 90 overall. Like, I don't know how we're not doing better, but a lot of time left still, so I believe in the team. Well, look at this one. James Neal and Sturge Davison for Henrik Sedin. That is a hard pass. Dustin Penner for Jared Stoll. Not a bad offer, but 1 year Sam. Stoll's higher rated, so we're going to say no. Chris Phillips for Peter Forsberg. A couple veterans. I think I'm going to hold on to Forsberg. Now we have Chris Drury for Tobias Enstrom. Thing is, our defense is definitely our weakest spot, so another no. Yoni Pitkinen, Fernando Pisani. A couple names I haven't heard in forever for Henrik Sedin. It's another one I'm going to have to say no to. So currently, there's a power ranking at the bottom, which is so cool. We're number 8 right now, beginning of January. Beginning of December, a month ago, we were number 28. So I think we just went on a huge streak. It only shows 1-2, but I think we've won like 8 of our last 10. Jamal Myers for Mark Giordano. Another pretty cool trade offer there. Caberlet, Hannon. That's a bad offer for us. I feel like we'd rather keep the high-rated defenseman. Wow, look at this one. Vaclav Prospal, 83 with Kevin Klein for Kyle Wellwood. I like Wellwood, but Vinny Prospel there would be pretty sick. Plus, they're just adding Kevin Klein, who we know ends up being like a decent bottom pair defenseman for free. I'm going to have to say yes to that one. Alright guys, so I think we're at the trade deadline now. There's no icon on the calendar, but there's like a 2-week break here. I guess it could also be the Winter Olympics, as they might have happened the last 2 weeks of February, and it is, 2010, so we know Crosby's going to score the golden goal here. Our record right now, let's see. Let's go back to like the home screen. There we go. So we have a 35, 22, and 3 record. I'd say that's pretty good. We're number 5 on the power rankings. We're first in our division and second in our conference. You can see the state of our team is rebuilding, but clearly we're speeding up this rebuild. So I was actually a little early on the trade deadline. It says it's 1 day away. I guess it was March 2nd. That doesn't seem like a good trade for us there. So we just went past the trade deadline. Again, pretty happy how the team is right now. And there you have it, guys. Our regular season is over. So we have a record there of 46, 33, and 3. Number 5 on the power rankings. Let me see. I think we have to go to Nhl.com to see the standings. I gotta still get used to like how this old menu works. We actually finished below the Hurricanes there. They had 1 more point than us. That's okay though. So we're in the Southeast. Let's look at the entire Eastern Conference. Where were we? We were 7th in the East, so we should be a playoff team. And I guess you can't look at the entire NHL, but that's alright. The best team was the Canucks there, 107 points. And the worst team, Ducks 68, Maple Leafs 72. Okay, so the Anaheim Ducks there were the worst team. Again, it's a fantasy draft, so it doesn't really matter too much. We'll simulate a couple days here. I just want to kind of see who we're going to play in the playoffs. You may view the seeds and brackets in the playoff menu. This is kind of cool. The playoff tree actually pops up. I like this a lot, honestly. So we have the Carolina Hurricanes in the first round. Divisional matchup, that should be fun. I guess, yeah, we'll just see what happens here. So we'll simulate the playoff round. Hopefully we can win it. And we do win it. We win it in 6th there, 4-2 against the Hurricanes. We're now playing the Islanders in the next one. You can actually simulate from the playoff tree. How cool is that? So, again, simulate playoff round. And we beat the Islanders in 7. We have the Montreal Canadiens next. Let's do simulate game. Okay, so it doesn't really... I thought it would like show what's happening. I guess we'll just simulate another playoff round. And the Montreal Canadiens do beat us there 4-2. Final playoff round here. And the Montreal Canadiens win the Stanley Cup. Very, very cool. I want to kind of see now how we actually did in the playoffs. Hopefully we can see that in stats. Playoff stats, perfect. Daniel Sedin, Ovechkin both had 21 points. Same amount of goals and assists, so they went off for us. Henrik Sedin, 17. Sundin, 17 points, even at 39 years old. Visnovsky played well. How did our goalies do? They actually went with Craig Anderson over Ray Emery. Stats there, 2.99 goals against, 90.2 save percentage, so could have been a little bit better, but overall, like, pretty happy with how this team did. Really can't complain about making it to the Eastern Conference Final. I am wondering, is there a way we can look at the awards for this year? And look at that, it's actually a sim option, season awards, so let's see if we won any. Stanley Cup, Montreal Canadiens. This is actually sweet. It's like a 3D of the trophy. Sharks there, Francis Campbell, Montreal Prince of Wales. Ovechkin got the Hart Trophy. Let's go. MVP. Finished with 92 points. Actually, totally forgot to check our team's points for the regular season. Zach Parise, Conn Smythe. President's Trophy went to the Canucks. Roberto Luongo, Vezina, 96 overall. Brad Richards, Lady Bing. Adam Seidel, Calder. I don't know who that is. Jay Bouwmeester, James Norris. Franzen, Selke. Ovechkin also got the Lester B. Pearson, which of course is now the Ted Lindsay. Franz and Art Ross, 102 points. How did he go off? Just tipping pucks in. Plus the Selke. The Art Ross and the Selke for Franzen. What a career year for him. Ovechkin also got the Maurice Richard there, 47 goals. And then William Jennings also went to Roberto Luongo. So, very, very cool. I liked a lot how they kind of showed that. So as we saw, Ovechkin on the year at 92 points. Henrik Sedin at 81, so 1 shy there of a point per game. Sundin, 70. Daniel, 69. Nice. Prospel finished with 54, so I feel like he definitely did play better on our team. Same with Comrie there. Visnovsky, 46 as D-man. Not too bad. Giordano, 31. Is he still a 78? He is, but I feel like that's a pretty good year for him. He might go up in rating. Coburn there also at 31. Jarrett Stoll, 29. Forsberg, 27. I was expecting a bit more from him, but what are you going to do? And in terms of the regular season, goaltending-wise, Anderson and Emery both above a 3 goals against. Anderson there just barely a .9 save percentage, but we'll take it. I mean, we started off pretty slow, but definitely rallied back. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that NHL 2K10 fantasy draft video. I had a lot of fun with it. If you'd like to see more videos like this, make sure to leave that thumbs up. Also, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, make sure to hit the sub button below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.